Hi, everybody. Good morning. Wanted to give you a quick legislative update. Today is the last legislative day of regular business. The legislators will come back in 2 weeks for veto day. I wanted to give you an update on two different topics. Number one, these issues concern me. The first one is that they are proposing and voting on a bill today that is House Bill 1281. It is a bill that basically creates a full-time legislature. It's something that concerns me because what it does is it takes every single federal grant that ever comes into the state to any entity, nonprofit, business, whatever it is, and make sure that it has to go to the Appropriations Committee before it can be dispersed. Obviously, this creates a whole new budgeting process for the state of South Dakota, which facilitates those grants. The state of South Dakota is the one who makes sure that it's done according to the right federal guidance, that we're not audited and have to pay these grants back. And it is saying that the Appropriations Committee will have to be here full time to approve all of these grants, which there are thousands and thousands of them every single year, and that they have the authority to speak for the entire legislature, which would be unprecedented. So I think it's incredibly concerning if you have any kind of a business entity or nonprofit that sometimes deals with federal money. You should look at this bill. It's 1281. They're going to be voting on it today. Let your legislators know how you feel about it. I would appreciate you really examining so people recognize the consequences of this bill that they'll be voting on today, because there's been a lot of confusion. We had worked on an amendment to this bill that would have been acceptable and workable. The leadership of the House and the appropriations in the House have rejected that. Therefore, this bill is bad government, and it's going to slow it down from people who utilize some federal funds to help individuals in our state. The other issue is dealing with the Attorney General. I know that you all saw Secretary Price's letter yesterday, which he chose to do. I think that also what was interesting about yesterday and this week was that the Attorney General was also granted a behind closed doors meeting with the Appropriations Committee. Unprecedented. No other cabinet secretary, no other constitutional officer ever at this point of session gets a closed door meeting with the Appropriations Committee, and not open to the public, which was shocking, but the Attorney General was granted that yesterday. And then when they came out, they plussed up his budget by $1.5 million and didn't say how he had to spend it. So we don't even know why the Attorney General needs $1.5 million more dollars than what I had recommended into the budget and what the public was able to see and debate. No public hearings, no public testimony. Attorney General doesn't have to say how he's going to spend this $1.5 million. And it happened the same day that he got this special closed door meetings. Listen, this is corruption. It's not good. And we need to make sure that this Appropriations Committee doesn't break state government in South Dakota. It's alarming to me. I'm drawing attention to it because I think you, the public, deserve to know that there's closed-door, non-public meetings happening here where the Appropriations Committee is basically rewarding the Attorney General with more dollars, that he doesn't have to say how he's going to spend it. All right, with that, have a wonderful day. We'll stay on top of these things.